All right, what's up, VC? Thanks for hanging in there. Continuing to go through all the stuff that I got a while back. So appreciate you guys hanging in there, and go watch Dave Gibson's videos. He's a good friend of mine. We used to be roommates. We've been friends for years. His knowledge of music is incredible. I just can't believe. If you want to know about some stuff, just watch some of his videos. He will turn you on to stuff you never freaking heard of, and it's all good stuff. It's just amazing. He just keeps finding this stuff, but he finds it by watching other people's videos too. So go watch Dave's stuff, man. He will not steer you wrong. All right, we got a 1961, May 19th, Miles Davis at Carnegie Hall with Hank Mobley, Wynton Kelly, Paul Chambers, Jimmy Cobb with Gil Evans and his 21-piece orchestra. This was super cheap, so I couldn't turn it down. Oh, man. Some guy wrote his name on the back. What? Leonard Clark. I know a Len Clark. I don't think it's the same guy, though. Yeah, so we got a Columbia mono. Oh, interesting. Just regular 2i label. So, Teo Macero recorded this. Very good engineer. All right, what do we got here for this guy? Standard stuff on here, just standard jazz stuff, I guess. There's some laid back, but most of it gets along at a pretty chill pace, yet it remains upbeat. So that's the best way I can describe that. All right, so Dave and Brian, another good friend of mine, they told me about this album and said, I just got to get it. Ola Tunji, Drums of Passion. I didn't know what to expect. I'm looking for a date on this. Don't see it. But this was, according to them, something that I had to have. So, well, nice. It's a 6i mono. There you go. Very good shape. Not played a lot. I guess I need to listen to this again. It just sounded like typical of the era, whatever era this was recorded in. I'm not sure. Just compared to all the other stuff that I've heard, I'm into Afrobeat stuff, so I was very interested to hear this album because I'm into Ethiopian stuff, very into that stuff. So drummers, Baba Hawthorne Bay, Montego Joe, Roger Sanders, Taiwo Duval. There's a lot of singers on this. I don't think I was expecting all the singing. So basically the notes that I had on this were typical tribal African singing and drumming, ? So, I'm not deep into that stuff, but it just sounded like some typical what might be African singing and drumming. So it was okay. It was good stuff. I'm glad they recommended it. I'm always willing to lend my ear to stuff that I've never heard before. So this record was quite a surprise. This is George Benson, White Rabbit, arranged by Don Sebesky. I usually stay away from the arranged stuff because it It's usually pretty boring. But we got Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter, Hubert Laws, Airto, Jay Berliner, Earl Klugh, and Billy Cobham. I mean, what a lineup. So CTI. I've never really been into George Benson too well. He's a little tame for me. This is recorded in 1971. Pretty cool gatefold. So yeah, we got George Benson on guitar, on acoustic guitar, Jay Berliner and Earl Klugh. Or Klugh, I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly. Ron Carter on bass, Herbie Hancock on electric piano, Billy Cobham on drums, percussion and vocals, Airto Moreira, vibes and percussion, Phil Krause, harp, Gloria Agostini. Oh damn, we got a lot of woodwinds and a lot of brass. I don't think I'm gonna go through all that. All right, so I wrote all over this damn thing. There you go. So, like I said, this was a great surprise. I didn't have a whole lot of hopes for this. Why didn't they call out Hubert Laws on here? The hell? Oh, Hubert Laws, flute and alto flute, and piccolo. So that's what Hubert Laws was doing on this record. All right. So I have a lot of notes on this. The production, fantastic. It rules. I'm big into production. I record stuff myself. It was good stuff. A little progressive, which I have no problem with. Solid playing. And the solos that everybody did on here, wow. Just amazing. The keyboard playing on this is stunning. Just Herbie off the hook. And on side B, George Benson goes off. I've never heard him really go off on anything. I haven't heard all of his stuff, but he goes off. White Rabbit, George Benson. You need to get that. It's good stuff. Totally surprising. All right, we got Andre Previn, piano, J.J. Johnson, trombone, with Red Mitchell on bass, Frank Cappa on drums. They're playing Kurt Wheel songs. This is Mac the Knife. You've seen me show a lot of Jay Johnson here. This is on Columbia, Jazz Odyssey, a product of CBS. What year we got here? 1961. That's right in my wheelhouse. That's a cool label. There you go. Stereo recording. Hey, you know, you've heard me talk about JJ. I like it, but I don't know who Andre Previn is. I've never heard him. I don't think I've ever heard him play on anything. Maybe so. His name doesn't ring a bell. So this is very parlor-esque feel on side one. It's slow, but it has a lot of depth, which keeps it interesting. It picks up on the last track of side one, and it does open up a little bit more as you get into side two. So, you know, looks like it's a little slower, but lots of depth. Interesting stuff. Man, I wish I had a description of this. This was a random, like, I'm just going to get this to see what the hell it sounds like. It's a band called Tungs, Tungs, and a band called Heavy Midgets. It's on Bad Girl Records, produced by Ben Miller. I must have liked this because I put it in a sleeve, or I put it in a jacket, whatever you call those. Here's the side of tongues and side of midgets. I might have to listen to this. I know I want to listen to this again. I'd kind of like to tell you what the hell it sounds like, because I remember it being very interesting. And I don't know why I didn't write down a description. Must have been kind of crazy. But yeah, there's that. Neat artwork. And this is just one of those records where I just like, yeah, I'm going to take a chance on this. And it turned out pretty good. All right, we got Les McCann and the Jazz Crusaders. Jazz Waltz. Pacific Jazz. I get into Les McCann. He ends up being a little old-timey for me at times. It just depends on what you get. But this is Les McCann, piano, electric piano and organ. Wynton Felder, tenor sax. Wayne Henderson, trombone. Joe Sample, piano and organ. Robert Haynes on bass. And Sticks with an X, Hooper on drums. What year is this? Hard to say. But, yeah, let's see. We got that there. Got a good picture of all the guys on the back. Oh, yeah. I like that label. That's nice and neat. Man, this thing's hardly been played. The same dude that got me into Billy Taylor, the older guy, he got me into Les McCann. He said they'd listen to Les McCann. He was in the military, and it was a treat for them to listen to Les, and when they were on leave and whatnot. He was an old school dude. He was in Vietnam and stuff. Probably Korea as well. Super cool guy, but this is straight ahead. It's got a twinge of big band, but it's just straight ahead jazz. I'm probably sure this is early 60s, late 50s. What? GSO style. I don't know what that means. And it says fun and sexy, whatever that means. I usually don't use the word sexy to describe jazz. So, and GSO, I think that's the Government Services Organization that did the concerts for the troops back in the day. So I don't know why I would have said that's the style. But yeah, a good record. I don't think you can go wrong with that. If you just want to listen to something nice. All right. It's just straight ahead jazz, you know. Les McCann can get a little bluesy for me personally. A little soulful jazz. But that's not one of them. All right, here we go. We got a little compilation of these Jazz Greats Hall of Fame records. I get these just because I get to hear a lot of stuff that maybe I don't get to hear. But man, we got Kai Winding, trombone, Max Roach on drums, Sonny Stitt, alto and tenor sax, Don Elliott on mellophone. I don't know what that is. Horace Silver on piano, Charles Mingus on bass, Joe Jones on drums, and others. This is called The Groups of Kai Winding and Sonny Stitt. Featuring Jerry Mulligan's on baritone sax. Look at that. But man, what a bunch of good players. I'll show you this. I'm sure you guys have seen these things before. But I've had some good luck with these Hall of Fame Jazz Greats albums. It ends up being good stuff. It's compilation stuff. But it's usually pretty solid. I mean, I pick and choose what I buy based on the players. What do we got here? The first side's very diverse. The second side is very straight ahead. It's quite happy and light. It does have quite some depth to it. So sounds like it's been a while since I listened to all this stuff. I made the notes probably well over a year ago. As I've gone along here, I had a little personal journey that I went on. And man, so it's got some depth. Depth is a good word for me. So yeah, you should probably pick that up if you see it. So we got jazz stars, McCoy Tyner, Sonny Rollins, and Ron Carter in concert. Al Foster is on drums. Sonny Rollins, of course, plays tenor and soprano sax, Ron Carter bass, McCoy Tyner on the keys. Looks like this is some sort of promo. This is 1978, looks like. Milestone Jazz Stars. Oh, nice. Nice on the inside there. Got a lot of cool photographs. Who we got? Other than the guys I told you about. Looks like that's it. Yeah, 1978. This is a truly historic jazz event, the 1978 20 concert tour of the 3 Milestone Jazz Stars and their invaluable associate Al Foster. Holy shit. All right, so this was good as hell. Damn, is it a double record? Hell yeah, it is. I'll show you one of the labels here. There we go. A lot of music on this. And I'm going to tell you what, it's good stuff. Because I was looking at I kind of thumbed through my descriptions before I make these videos. Like I said, because they're so old. It's been a while since I wrote it all. I try to get a little ahead. But the description that I wrote was, do you remember the Oprah episode where she was like, you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. Everybody gets a car. So I wrote down, it made me feel like Oprah was like, you get a solo, you get a solo, you get a solo. This is modern stuff. It's a little noodly on some of the solos, but these are good players. And they're all just going off. Because these are live concerts. Or I guess it's one of the concerts they recorded live. So, hey, Tyner, Rollins, and Carter doing solos. Yeah, sign me up. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.